Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. Today I'm going to make a quick pocket page, signature page that I'm going to want to put into my Dragonfly journal that I'm working on. So what I want to do is something similar to this that I made recently. I made this out of a double-sided 12 by 12 paper, and what it is, let me get a tag here that I can use, is you can sew it into a signature, attach it to a page, or use it as Happy Mail, because it's a great, nice and thick, double-sided tag for that. So what it is it's got, on the inside, it's got two massive pockets in there, but then on the outside, it also has, this is too big, find something smaller. It has little pockets that you can stick stuff in on there. So really easy to do with the 12 by 12, but the problem I see with that is when I go to use a 12 by 12 in a journal that you use the 8.5 by 11s, it sticks out too far. So there's that. I mean, it could work, but I don't want it to stick out per se. So I'm going to change it up just slightly from the 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I'm going to use, I took a 12 by 12 and I cut it down to 11 by 11, taking the strips off. I cut it already because it's not too exciting to watch someone cut paper, but I cut it down from 12 by 12 to 11 by 11, and I'm doing the same folds, so if you want to do it by 12 by 12 you can do it that way, but I'm going to do it 11 by 11 so it fits inside my journal. All right, so very easy to do. Start out getting the stuff stuck to it off. Not sure what that is. All right, so you start by folding it in half into a big triangle. And by the way, I am using single-sided paper this time, and I do have an insert that I'll show to make the parts look like they're double-sided, but I didn't want to use the thicker, heavier paper for this project, so I went with the single-sided. Okay, so once you got it folded in half, you need to make score lines. Now for the 11 by 11, you do a score at 5 1/8. So there's 5 and 1 tick. Oops, jumped the line there. All right, so we're going to do a score line there. If you were doing the full 12 by 12, it's 5 5/8, 1 tick past a half. So basically, since we've lost an inch, we're coming in a ½ an inch on each fold. So for the 11 by 11, it is 5 1/8, and I'm going to do 5 1/8 on this side. But again, if you wanted to do 12 by 12, it's 5 5/8. So if you wanted to do a 10 by 10, it would be 4 5/8, and a 9 by 9 would be 4 1/8, so on and so forth, etc., etc. All right, so we'll get that out of the way for now. All right, so then you're going to take and open this up, and you are going to fold where we just did those score marks. And if it worked good, it shouldn't quite meet up, but it'll be very close. Oh. So we'll do that. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is take your scoreboard again and flip it over, and you want to score where this fold is. I guess you don't have to technically flip it over. It might be easier to see this way anyway. All right, so we're going to try to score from corner to corner here for this flap. Whoops. There we go. For the flap to flap forward. Now you probably could just fold it if you wanted to, but this way you get a little bit more of a chance for it to fold properly. So it's going to fold this way. So when we glue it down, that's where those pockets are. As you can see on here, the white is those words and flipping it this way, those pockets. So, okay. Now, since I don't want it necessarily white, and I do want it to sort of look like it was double-sided, I am going to insert a piece of paper in here. I really don't know what this, oh, it's a piece of that faux tape. I think it's staticky to it. So, all right, so I have some Dragonfly papers that I got, and I have cut them down to be enough. Cut them down a little too small, it looks like, but I cut them down to fit in there. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna just eke this up ever so slightly. There we go. Okay, this should fit better now. Yeah. All right. All right, so this paper, this inside measured approximately 5 1/8. So I cut this to be 5 1/8. I cut 2 pieces of it because since even though this is an 11-inch wide paper, it doesn't fit the whole length because it's on a diagonal. It would fit this way if it was a full piece, but it doesn't fit this way. So I'm going to take these 2 sheets and I am going to glue them in, and then I'm going to flip them over and cut the angle to match the angle. Oops. Upside down. All right, so I'm going to cut. So, I think I'm gonna, this time, I'm gonna glue this side so that the paper's not glued on. Okay. And that won't matter that it's not touching because it's going to be covered up. So, I mean, I probably could have even just put the paper to here, but I did the whole thing just to make it a little easier to do. So. And if I really wanted to, I probably could have glued the two 11 by 11 pieces of paper together, and then, or 2 12 by 12s together, cut them down to 11 by 11. But this is a digital, so I could only get 8.5 by 11 anyway, so I kind of had to do it that way. So, okay, so now that it is looking like it is a double-sided paper, like it's supposed to be, we will go ahead and glue it. So, you want to glue. The first one that you want to glue is the top one. I'm going to use the hard glitter glue because it's a thinner thing. I'm just going to glue along, oh, one thing I wanted to do. I wanted around the edges. Now, it's not necessary. I just like the way it looks. So I'm going to round the edges before I glue them. Maybe. Sometimes this thinner paper is a little harder to do. Yeah, this thinner paper is a little harder to do. Bummer. Go. This is probably not really going to help because I think it's close to being done, but yeah. Okay. So for this side, now this is double, so this will probably be okay. See, that was double, so it's okay. It's just as I speak. Okay. All right, so back to gluing. All right, so if you don't want to round the edges, it is definitely not a necessity to do. Okay, so the first one thing we're going to glue is we're going to glue the top flap down, and we're just going to put a little line down its fold. Try to get as centered as possible. And that's because we wanted to stop when we do that in there. Okay, now for this one, we need to glue from here down like a Y and down here. So if you want, have a little pencil, a little mark you want to do, there's a pen. To do that, that's fine. I just want to do it a little bit below. Don't wanna, yeah, okay. However you'll feel comfortable marking it to go, and we just want to make sure we don't go over the edge onto the where the dragonfly part is, because then it'll glue that part down, and we don't want that. So we're gonna throw glue down the center again. Let me get to there. So, okay. Voila. Looking so cute. Looking so cute. Okay. Now for this, if you wanted to add some sort of pocket or something to the front before you do that, you could also undo that. And now that I'm looking at that, I might do that. Maybe glue two pieces together so it's a little stronger. I think I'm gonna do that real quick. Wasn't planning on it, but okay. That's okay. That goes that way. Okay. Make sure I got the top going properly. I could have just backed anything on here. There's just some scrap paper I had laying around from when I cut the inside out, so. That's too thin, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to trim it down a little bit because I'm going to sew this into the signature. I want that division to be okay. Maybe I shouldn't do that because this is going to be glued here. Then how am I going to get in there? Okay, we'll save this pocket for something else in the journal. Okay. Crafting on the fly. All right, so we've got this side all glued in. It is not going through. Big pockets there. And big pockets there, not glued down. Beautiful. Okay, so for this side, make sure we're facing the top here. We just want to glue the bottom part of the triangle. Goodness me, couldn't think of the word. All right, so we're just gonna glue the bottom part here. And the bottom part here. Okay. All right, so try to get that. It probably actually was good that I didn't match those inside papers together now that I'm thinking about it, because I'll have to sew through it at some point to put inside the journal. So very cute. Now I don't have too much stuff yet printed for a little too dark, I think. Yeah, saving that for a place like that to glue. Oh, that'd be cute. Let's take there. Let's glue that while I got it. A thought in my mind here. This is just a rubber stamp I did with multiple inks on some vellum. Cute. It's been floating inside this journal for a while. So, yeah, now he's down. Okay, so. Oh, there's my flip-flop. All right, so, like I said, we're just going to include that in there, and that'll be cute to do as a part of the journal at some point. Yeah, I like it a lot. Very cute. Not sure where, I'm just putting it in there for now. Not sure where I'm going to put it finally, because obviously I've only got a few pages done here as I'm going, but yeah. I like it. So, all right. I wonder if I should throw some of my lovely washi tape on here. Oh, that would probably look cute. Oh, what do I got? Piece left here. Oh, that would be cute. Glue it down and then just snip the bottom and top off. Okay, I like it. Now, if you haven't seen, I have a video on, I made these washi tapes out of a paper transfer paper. That's hard to say. It's similar to a masking tape, but it's huge, like 12, move this out a little so you can be seen, 12 inches wide. I got full rolls of it. People use it in the Cricut machine. But you could also make your own washi tape with just regular masking tape. So this has been definitely something fun to be able to use in my projects since I made these. So take a look. I'll link it down below for my washi tape video. If you haven't seen it yet, go take a look, because that is really cute. Very cute with this. Okay. All right, well, I don't think I'm going to decorate this any further from what it is today, because I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go, and I might not even say I have to decorate it much more. Maybe something on the inside here would be cute, but I think it's just cute on its own with these dragonflies. So I'm excited to be able to work on this. All right, well, that was a nice quick short video explaining how to do these quick fold over pages. Again, it can be a page insert like I'm going to use it. It can be used as a happy mail to send some gifts to some people, or put in a regular bigger journal, having it stick out like a tab. Lots of uses for it. So yeah, cute, and they're really not that much smaller, so I like them. All right, well, that is going to be it for today. As usual, thanks so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful and creative day.